When working with students in first and second grade, I would focus a lot on using problems in a specific context so that they can solve the problem using manipulatives like these blocks. And oftentimes we assume that we can separate the types of problems into addition problems and subtraction problems, but the way that an adult may solve the problem is quite different from the way that students will solve it when they're first introduced to those questions. For example, a question like, Julie had 9 pencils. She got some more at the store. Now she has 12. How many did she get at the store? To an adult, this problem is 12 minus 9, but to a child, the subtraction in that doesn't make any sort of sense because she gained pencils as part of the storyline. I use research from CGI, cognitively guided instruction, and it's some of my favorite research that exists for math education. And it says that when we have context, we can separate the context of the story into join or separate. The problem that I just shared with you is a joining problem because she gained in the context. She gained more pencils. We can set up the problems to have this sort of outline where there's a starting number, a change, and then the final result. The problems that are the most simple for students to solve are the join result unknown. And then the next easiest is separate result unknown. As you go down this list, the problems get harder for students when the change is unknown, and then definitely when the start is unknown. If the starting value is unknown, it's a lot harder for the students to model it, and it involves a lot of trial and error. Other variations of these kinds of problems would include a part-whole problem, such as a box of crayons has 5 yellows and 3 blue. In that kind of a problem, with it being part and part of the same box, with the complexity gets a little bit more difficult because there's not actually an action taking place. So we can't just find a start and a change. And story problems with actions taking places are the most simple for kids. Then another variation is a compare problem. Those are generally the hardest. If we say that Tony had 4 basketballs and Seth had 6 more than Tony. That's an example of a comparison problem that students can solve. The next level would get into multi-digit addition and subtraction, and that's a lot more of a 3rd grade and up level.